Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an important and thought-provoking topic, understanding women and sexuality through the lens of Stoic wisdom. Relationships and intimacy are deeply personal yet universal aspects of life, and gaining insight into them can lead to healthier connections, greater respect, and a stronger sense of self-mastery. In this video, we'll explore essential truths about women and sexuality, facts every man should know to navigate these dynamics with wisdom and grace. Combining timeless Stoic principles with modern insights, we'll discuss how understanding these concepts can transform not just your relationships, but also your personal growth. Before we begin, let me ask you, what's one piece of advice about relationships or sexuality that's changed your perspective? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know how these lessons have shaped your life. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires growth, self-mastery, and wisdom. All right, let's get started and uncover the valuable truths that every man should know. Understanding emotional intimacy, the foundation of connection. Emotional intimacy is the cornerstone of any meaningful connection, and understanding its importance is a fact every man should know about relationships. While physical attraction and shared interests may spark a bond, it's emotional intimacy that sustains it, creating a deeper level of trust, understanding, and connection. By recognizing and fostering emotional intimacy, you can build relationships that are not only fulfilling, but also resilient. Emotional intimacy begins with vulnerability. To truly connect with someone, you must be willing to share your thoughts, feelings, and fears without fear of judgment. This openness invites your partner to do the same, creating a safe space where both individuals feel seen and understood. For example, sharing a personal struggle or expressing genuine gratitude for your partner's support fosters a sense of closeness that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Another key aspect of emotional intimacy is active listening. Many people hear without truly listening, but understanding someone on an emotional level requires being fully present. This means giving your undivided attention, asking thoughtful questions, and reflecting back what you've heard to show empathy and understanding. For instance, if your partner expresses stress about work, responding with, "That sounds overwhelming. How can I support you?" strengthens the emotional bond and demonstrates care. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into emotional intimacy by emphasizing the importance of self-awareness and emotional regulation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle applies to relationships as well. By managing your own emotions and reactions, you create a stable environment where your partner feels secure sharing their own feelings. For example, responding calmly during disagreements rather than reacting impulsively fosters trust and encourages open communication. Empathy is another cornerstone of emotional intimacy. Understanding your partner's perspective, even when it differs from your own, helps build a connection based on mutual respect and compassion. For instance, if your partner values quality time, but you're more task-oriented, acknowledging their need and making an effort to prioritize shared moments strengthens the bond. Empathy bridges gaps in communication and reinforces the foundation of the relationship. Emotional intimacy also requires consistency. It's not about grand gestures, but about showing up every day in small, meaningful ways. Checking in on how your partner feels, expressing appreciation, and being dependable during challenging times all contribute to building trust and connection. Over time, these consistent acts of care create a relationship where both individuals feel valued and understood. Lastly, emotional intimacy deepens physical intimacy. When both partners feel emotionally connected, they are more likely to experience greater fulfillment and trust in their physical relationship. Understanding that emotional closeness often precedes physical closeness is a vital fact for any man to know. For example, addressing and resolving emotional disconnects can lead to a more passionate and satisfying physical connection. In conclusion, understanding and cultivating emotional intimacy is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. By practicing vulnerability, active listening, empathy, and consistency, you can create a bond that is both fulfilling and enduring. Stoic principles remind us that self-awareness and emotional regulation are essential for fostering intimacy and trust. When emotional intimacy is prioritized, relationships become a source of strength, growth, and mutual support. Why respect and communication are non-negotiable. Respect and communication are the cornerstones of any healthy relationship, particularly when it comes to understanding women and navigating intimacy. These two principles are not just important, they're essential. Without respect, a relationship lacks trust and mutual appreciation. Without communication, misunderstandings and assumptions can lead to conflict and disconnect. Together, they form the foundation for a bond that is both strong and meaningful. Respect begins with recognizing and valuing your partner as an individual. This means appreciating their thoughts, feelings, boundaries, and experiences, even when they differ from your own. For example, respecting a partner's need for personal space or supporting their career aspirations demonstrates that you see them as an equal with their own goals and desires. Respect isn't about agreeing on everything, it's about honoring their individuality and worth. Communication, on the other hand, is how you express that respect and build understanding. Open and honest communication allows both partners to share their needs, feelings, and expectations without fear of judgment or dismissal. For instance, if you're feeling stressed or uncertain in a relationship, expressing those emotions calmly and clearly helps prevent resentment and creates an opportunity for connection. Similarly, listening attentively when your partner speaks fosters trust and demonstrates that their voice matters. Stoic principles offer valuable insights into cultivating respect and communication. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This wisdom reminds us to approach relationships with patience and understanding while holding ourselves accountable for our actions. For example, practicing self-control during disagreements and focusing on resolving issues rather than assigning blame shows respect for your partner's feelings and the relationship as a whole. Respect also involves setting and honoring boundaries. Every person has their own comfort levels and limits, and understanding these boundaries is key to a healthy relationship. Whether it's about personal time, privacy, or physical intimacy, respecting boundaries creates a safe environment where both partners can thrive. For instance, asking for consent and being attentive to your partner's comfort during intimate moments reflects a deep respect for their autonomy. Effective communication goes hand in hand with emotional intelligence. Being aware of your own emotions and expressing them constructively helps prevent misunderstandings and conflict. For example, instead of reacting defensively during a disagreement, you might say, "I feel hurt when this happens, and I'd like to talk about it so we can work through it together." This approach not only diffuses tension, but also strengthens the bond between you and your partner. Another critical aspect of communication is understanding non-verbal cues. Women, like men, often communicate through body language, tone, and facial expressions. Being attuned to these signals can provide valuable insights into how your partner feels, even when words are not spoken. For instance, noticing that your partner seems withdrawn or tense allows you to address their concerns with empathy and care. Lastly, respect and communication are practices, not one-time actions. Building a relationship rooted in these principles requires ongoing effort and commitment. Checking in regularly, Discussing your goals and concerns and showing appreciation for one another's efforts ensure that the relationship remains strong and fulfilling. For example, scheduling regular relationship check-ins to discuss how things are going can prevent small issues from becoming larger conflicts. In conclusion, respect and communication are non-negotiable in building and maintaining a healthy, fulfilling relationship. By valuing your partner's individuality, expressing yourself honestly, and practicing empathy, you create a bond rooted in trust and understanding. Stoic teachings remind us that patience, self-awareness, and mutual support are essential for navigating relationships with wisdom and grace. When respect and communication are prioritized, both partners can grow together, creating a relationship that stands the test of time. The role of confidence in attraction and relationships. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits a man can possess. It's not about arrogance or dominance, but about self-assurance, authenticity, and emotional security. A man who exudes confidence is not only appealing, but also creates an environment where mutual respect and trust can thrive. Understanding the role of confidence in attraction and relationships is a vital insight for building deeper, more fulfilling connections. At its core, confidence begins with self-awareness. A confident man knows his strengths and weaknesses, accepts himself as he is, and is committed to growth. This authenticity is magnetic because it signals emotional stability and self-respect. For instance, a man who can laugh at his mistakes or admit when he's wrong demonstrates humility and strength, qualities that are deeply attractive to women. Confidence also fosters a sense of security in relationships. Women are drawn to partners who are emotionally secure and dependable. A confident man doesn't seek constant validation or become easily threatened by external factors. For example, instead of feeling insecure about his partner's achievements, he celebrates them, knowing that his worth isn't diminished by someone else's success. This emotional resilience creates a foundation of trust and mutual respect. Stoic principles align closely with the concept of confidence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This idea emphasizes that true confidence comes from within, not from external circumstances. A man who practices this mindset remains calm and composed, even in challenging situations, because his sense of self-worth isn't dependent on external validation. Another critical aspect of confidence is clear communication. A confident man expresses his thoughts, needs, and boundaries without fear of rejection or conflict. For example, if he's uncomfortable with a certain behavior, he addresses it calmly and constructively rather than avoiding the conversation. This openness not only strengthens the relationship, but also shows that he values honesty and mutual understanding. Confidence is also closely tied to the ability to take initiative. Whether it's planning a meaningful date, making an important life decision, or addressing issues in the relationship, a confident man doesn't shy away from responsibility. This proactive attitude reassures his partner that he's reliable and committed. For instance, organizing a weekend getaway to reconnect with a partner demonstrates thoughtfulness and leadership. However, true confidence is balanced by humility. A confident man doesn't feel the need to dominate or overshadow his partner. Instead, he supports and uplifts them, fostering a partnership based on equality and respect. For example, encouraging a partner to pursue their goals or sharing decision-making responsibilities demonstrates emotional maturity and self-assurance. Lastly, confidence enhances physical and emotional intimacy. A man who is comfortable with himself is more likely to create a safe, open space for intimacy to flourish. This includes being attentive to his partner's needs, expressing affection freely, and addressing concerns with care and understanding. Confidence allows both partners to feel secure and valued, deepening their connection. In conclusion, confidence plays a crucial role in attraction and relationships by fostering authenticity, emotional security, and mutual respect. It's not about projecting perfection, but about embracing your true self and approaching relationships with openness and resilience. Stoic teachings remind us that confidence comes from within, and by cultivating self-awareness and emotional stability, you can create stronger, more meaningful connections. A confident man not only attracts, but also sustains relationships rooted in trust, respect, and love. Sexuality and the importance of emotional safety. Sexuality is a deeply personal and powerful aspect of human relationships, and emotional safety is its cornerstone. For women, feeling secure, respected, and understood is crucial for intimacy to flourish. Recognizing the importance of emotional safety in the context of sexuality can transform not only the physical aspects of a relationship, but also the emotional and psychological connection between partners. Emotional safety begins with trust. A woman needs to feel confident that her thoughts, boundaries, and feelings will be respected without judgment or coercion. This trust is built over time through consistent actions, open communication, and empathy. For example, creating a safe space for a partner to express her desires, fears, or past experiences fosters a deeper connection and lays the groundwork for a more fulfilling sexual relationship. Listening and understanding are integral to emotional safety. Dr. Joe Dispenza and Stoic teachings alike emphasize the power of presence and attentiveness in relationships. Being fully present when your partner shares her feelings, asking thoughtful questions, and showing genuine care creates an environment of security and mutual respect. For instance, if a partner expresses discomfort or hesitation, responding with patience and reassurance rather than frustration strengthens the bond. Another key aspect is consent. Consent is not just a one-time question, but an ongoing dialogue that ensures both partners feel comfortable and respected. A man who prioritizes emotional safety seeks verbal and nonverbal cues to gauge his partner's comfort level, adapting his actions accordingly. For example, checking in during intimate moments with simple affirmations like, "Is this okay?" reinforces mutual trust and respect. Emotional safety is also about addressing vulnerabilities with care. Many people carry insecurities or emotional wounds related to intimacy, and acknowledging these with compassion is essential. For example, if a partner shares a past experience that affects her approach to sexuality, listening without judgment and providing reassurance can help her feel more secure. This understanding deepens emotional intimacy and creates a foundation of trust. Stoic principles encourage self-awareness and emotional regulation, both of which contribute to emotional safety. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This mindset is particularly relevant in navigating sexuality, as it reminds us to be patient and considerate of our partner's needs while managing our own expectations. For instance, approaching sensitive topics with calmness and understanding, rather than defensiveness, demonstrates emotional maturity and respect. Non-verbal communication also plays a significant role in creating emotional safety. A warm smile, gentle touch, or supportive body language can convey care and reassurance without words. These subtle actions show that you're attuned to your partner's feelings, reinforcing her sense of security. For example, maintaining eye contact and offering a comforting embrace during emotional moments communicates empathy and support. Lastly, emotional safety extends beyond the bedroom. Building a relationship where both partners feel valued, heard, and respected in everyday interactions translates into greater trust and openness in intimate moments. Expressing appreciation, addressing conflicts constructively, and consistently showing up for one another, cultivate an environment where emotional and sexual intimacy can thrive. In conclusion, sexuality and emotional safety are deeply intertwined, with trust, communication, and empathy forming the foundation of a healthy and fulfilling intimate relationship. By prioritizing emotional safety, you create a space where both partners feel secure, respected, and understood. Stoic teachings remind us to approach relationships with patience, self-awareness, and mutual care, ensuring that intimacy becomes a source of connection and joy rather than vulnerability or conflict. The power of presence. How mindfulness deepens relationships. Mindfulness, or the ability to be fully present in the moment, is a powerful tool for deepening relationships and fostering intimacy. In a world filled with distractions, being truly present with a partner demonstrates care, respect, and emotional connection. For men seeking to build stronger relationships, cultivating mindfulness is an essential skill that enhances both communication and intimacy. Being present starts with paying full attention to your partner. When you listen without interruptions or distractions, such as checking your phone or thinking about your response, you show that you value what they're saying. For example, during a conversation, maintaining eye contact and acknowledging their feelings with empathetic responses creates a sense of connection and trust. Mindfulness also strengthens emotional understanding. By observing your partner's body language, tone, and non-verbal cues, you can better understand their emotions and needs. For instance, noticing subtle signs of stress or discomfort allows you to offer support, whether through words of encouragement or a simple gesture of affection. This awareness fosters a deeper bond and strengthens the relationship. Stoic philosophy teaches the importance of focusing on what is within your control, and mindfulness aligns with this principle. When you're present, you let go of worries about the past or future and focus on the here and now. This presence enhances the quality of your interactions and helps you address issues calmly and constructively. For example, during disagreements, staying mindful prevents reactive behavior and encourages thoughtful dialogue. Mindfulness also enriches physical intimacy by allowing both partners to fully experience and appreciate the moment. By focusing on your partner's needs and responses, you create a space for genuine connection and mutual satisfaction. For instance, taking the time to be attentive and responsive during intimate moments demonstrates care and respect, deepening the trust between you. Lastly, practicing mindfulness helps you show up consistently in the relationship. Being present in small, everyday moments, like sharing a meal, taking a walk together, or simply sitting in silence, cultivates a sense of togetherness and appreciation. These moments of presence remind your partner that they are valued and loved. In conclusion, the power of presence lies in its ability to enhance communication, emotional connection, and intimacy. By practicing mindfulness in your interactions, you strengthen your relationship and create a foundation of trust and respect. Stoic teachings and modern mindfulness techniques remind us that being fully present is one of the greatest gifts we can offer to those we care about. Why authenticity is more attractive than perfection. Authenticity is one of the most attractive traits a person can have. In relationships, being genuine and true to yourself creates trust, fosters deeper connections, and demonstrates emotional maturity. For men, understanding that authenticity matters more than perfection is key to building meaningful bonds and navigating relationships with confidence and sincerity. Authenticity begins with self-acceptance. Trying to appear flawless or meet unrealistic standards often creates a facade that prevents genuine connection. On the other hand, embracing your true self, your strengths, vulnerabilities, and imperfections allows others to relate to you on a deeper level. For example, sharing your passions, challenges, or fears shows that you are comfortable with who you are, which is far more appealing than trying to impress through false pretenses. Being authentic also fosters trust. A partner who sees that you are honest about your intentions, feelings, and actions is more likely to feel secure in the relationship. For instance, admitting when you're wrong or expressing your emotions openly demonstrates transparency and builds a solid foundation of mutual respect. Stoic principles align with this as they emphasize living in alignment with your values and acting with integrity. Authenticity makes you more relatable. Nobody is perfect, and attempting to portray an idealized version of yourself can make others feel disconnected or intimidated. By showing your human side, whether through humor, vulnerability, or admitting your flaws, you create an environment where your partner feels comfortable being themselves. This mutual openness strengthens the bond and enhances the quality of the relationship. Perfectionism, on the other hand, often leads to unnecessary stress and insecurity. Striving to meet unrealistic expectations can make you overly self-critical or defensive, which can strain your interactions. Authenticity frees you from this pressure by allowing you to focus on connection rather than perfection. For example, instead of worrying about how you're perceived, you can focus on enjoying meaningful conversations and shared experiences. Another benefit of authenticity is that it attracts the right people into your life. When you are true to yourself, you naturally draw in those who appreciate and resonate with your values and personality. For instance, being upfront about your priorities and interests ensures that your relationships are built on genuine compatibility rather than superficial attraction. In conclusion, authenticity is far more attractive than perfection because it fosters trust, relatability, and meaningful connection. By embracing your true self and living with integrity, you create deeper and more fulfilling relationships. Stoic wisdom reminds us that authenticity is rooted in self-awareness and alignment with our values, which leads to confidence and emotional clarity. In relationships, being genuine isn't just a choice. It's the foundation of lasting connection and happiness. Stoic principles for navigating desire and self-control. Desire is a natural part of life, but without self-control, it can lead to impulsive decisions and strained relationships. Stoic philosophy provides timeless principles for understanding and navigating desire in a way that fosters balance, respect, and emotional stability. For men, learning to manage desire through the lens of Stoicism can enhance relationships and personal growth. One key Stoic principle is recognizing that desire is neither inherently good nor bad. It's how you respond to it that matters. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means understanding your desires without letting them control you. For example, acknowledging attraction or passion is healthy, but acting impulsively without considering the consequences can harm relationships or personal integrity. Self-control, a cornerstone of Stoic teachings, is essential for managing desire. Practicing self-discipline allows you to align your actions with your values rather than temporary emotions. For instance, in a relationship, exercising patience and understanding fosters deeper intimacy and trust, while impulsively pushing boundaries can create discomfort or conflict. Self-control ensures that your desires enhance rather than undermine your connections. Another Stoic insight is focusing on long-term fulfillment rather than short-term gratification. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." Applying this to relationships means prioritizing emotional connection and mutual respect over fleeting moments of pleasure. For example, building trust and understanding with your partner creates a foundation for a more satisfying and meaningful bond. Mindfulness plays a significant role in navigating desire. Stoicism encourages staying present and observing your thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. When desire arises, taking a moment to reflect on its source and implications helps you make deliberate choices. For instance, instead of acting on impulse, asking yourself, Is this aligned with my values and goals? Allows you to respond thoughtfully. Another principle is practicing respect for others and their boundaries. Stoics emphasize treating others with dignity and care, which applies to both physical and emotional relationships. Honoring your partner's comfort and needs demonstrates maturity and self-control. For example, ensuring open communication about desires and boundaries strengthens trust and mutual respect. Finally, Stoicism teaches that self-mastery leads to freedom. By learning to regulate your desires, you free yourself from being controlled by external forces. This inner strength not only enhances your relationships, but also builds confidence and self-respect. For example, demonstrating patience and emotional stability during conflicts or challenges shows that you value the relationship and are committed to its growth. In conclusion, Stoic principles provide valuable guidance for navigating desire and cultivating self-control. By balancing passion with mindfulness and aligning your actions with your values, you create stronger, more respectful relationships. The wisdom of Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment comes not from being driven by desire, but from mastering it, leading to deeper connections and personal growth. The link between self-mastery and fulfilling relationships. Self-mastery is a fundamental principle in Stoic philosophy, and its impact on relationships is profound. When you cultivate self-mastery, you develop emotional intelligence, self-discipline, and a deep understanding of your own needs and values. These traits not only enhance your personal growth, but also form the foundation for fulfilling and balanced relationships. Self-mastery begins with self-awareness. Understanding your emotions, triggers, and patterns of behavior allows you to respond to situations with clarity and intention rather than reacting impulsively. For example, recognizing when you're feeling stressed or insecure enables you to communicate your needs calmly instead of lashing out or withdrawing. This emotional stability creates a sense of safety and trust in your relationships. Another key aspect of self-mastery is self-discipline. Relationships thrive when both partners bring patience, respect, and consistency to the table. By mastering your impulses and focusing on long-term goals, you can contribute to a more harmonious and supportive dynamic. For instance, choosing to resolve conflicts constructively rather than giving in to anger or frustration demonstrates maturity and commitment. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what is within your control, which is essential for maintaining healthy relationships. You cannot control how others feel or act, but you can control your own thoughts, words, and actions. This perspective helps you avoid unnecessary stress and conflict by letting go of the need to change others. For example, accepting a partner's differences and working collaboratively on challenges leads to greater understanding and cooperation. Self-mastery also enhances communication. When you have a strong sense of self, you're better equipped to express your needs and boundaries clearly and respectfully. This openness fosters mutual respect and encourages your partner to do the same. For instance, sharing your thoughts on a sensitive topic without fear or defensiveness creates a space for honest dialogue and connection. Additionally, self-mastery allows you to approach relationships with authenticity and confidence. When you understand and accept yourself, you're less likely to seek validation or approval from others. This independence strengthens your bond by ensuring that the relationship is based on genuine connection rather than dependency. For example, supporting each other's individual growth while nurturing the partnership creates a balanced and fulfilling dynamic. Finally, self-mastery aligns with the Stoic ideal of living with purpose and integrity. By embodying these qualities, you inspire those around you and attract relationships built on mutual respect and shared values. For instance, leading by example in areas like patience, empathy, and accountability sets a positive tone for the relationship. encouraging both partners to grow and thrive together. In conclusion, self-mastery is a powerful tool for building and sustaining fulfilling relationships. By cultivating self-awareness, discipline, and emotional intelligence, you create a foundation of trust, respect, and authenticity. Stoic philosophy reminds us that the key to meaningful connections lies in mastering ourselves first, enabling us to approach relationships with wisdom, balance, and genuine care. And that's a wrap. We've explored the essential truths about women, relationships, and sexuality through the lens of Stoic wisdom. From understanding emotional intimacy to practicing self-mastery, these principles can transform how you connect with others and navigate your relationships with confidence and authenticity. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these insights resonated with you the most? Do you have your own experiences or advice that align with these principles? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments. I'd love to learn from your perspective. If this video added value to your life, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit from these insights, and subscribe to the channel for more content on Stoicism, relationships, and personal growth. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching. And remember, true connection starts with self-awareness and respect. Stay intentional, stay present, and keep building relationships that bring out the best in you. I'll see you in the next video.